Hi, Zobble1975. Welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And when you go mining, you do get a pirate, usually instance at the start. Now, if you wait a while and don't mine anything, they will just scan you and go away because you have no cargo at that point. I like to kill them and harvest their materials, but that's me. Once you've killed them, mining is very peaceful. It's very relaxing. Not a lot happens. So mining is what I do when I've got other things to do. Now, recently I've been watching a podcast that's got like 150 episodes that are all 3 to 4 hours long, and I've been getting through that while I mine. And the other thing I've been doing is also playing on my PC. Now, my PC is purely used for creating these YouTube videos. That's pretty much all I have it for. I had to buy a desktop PC because my laptop blew up last year. Big loss in my life, that laptop. That laptop and me had created a lot of YouTube videos together, and I think that was mainly the problem. But the new PC I've got has the ability to run old games. Now, I wouldn't run anything new on it. I can run Elite Dangerous on it, but I wouldn't be able to run Odyssey, I don't think. But one of the games I have been running lately is one I absolutely adore. Well, a modified version of a game from the 90s that I absolutely adore, which is Birth of the Federation. I've been playing the All Ages mod version, which is my preferred modded version. It's an old turn-based strategy game. This dates back to the days of like Civ 2, etc. Really old. Back in the late 90s, when online gaming was a rare thing. And it's very similar to Civ 2. You build up and you conquer the galaxy. The maps are reasonably sized. You can play small, medium or large. There's even an all ages mod that plays with maps that are ridiculously huge and would take a long time to play through. But yeah, basically you pick one of the superpowers and you just build up and play. I generally play as the Cardassians. I don't know why. It's just an odd thing. The Federation are too annoying and goody two shoes. The Klingons are too boring, they just blast everything. The Romulans are too good. They're a bit like, their ships can choose as and when they fight because they're cloaked, so unless you're cloaked, they're a real pain in the ass to deal with. And the Ferengi, well, the Ferengi oddly are broken, they're too easy to win with. So I very rarely play as them. But the Cardassians, I kind of like. Their ships are like mine in Elite Dangerous, tons of armor, and they work very well at ramming things, which is hilarious. So if you're in a close fight, you can actually order your ships to ram the opponents, and the Cardassian ships can actually survive the ram because they've got so much armor, which is great. But as you can see, it's a turn-based strategy game. It's 2D, and the coloured zones are the different superpowers, and it's a very simplistic old-style game of building up, building stuff, and upgrading your levels of technology, which unlocks ships that you can then send in, etc. So I can quite happily play that while mining, and yeah, it's good fun. I can also sit there and play it while I watch TV or listen to a podcast. It's that sort of background game because it's turn-based. You can just take a turn whenever you feel like it. When I'm mining, it's mine a rock, take a turn. Mine a rock, take a turn. And it takes a decent amount of time to play through a game. There's space anomalies in. If you look at the bottom of the screen, there's the nebula, here's the wormhole, and there's the black hole. You can have random events on where suddenly Borg cubes turn up and start attacking everything. I generally play without the random events because they really have too much of an impact on the game. But generally it's just a fun game of diplomacy and building, starting wars, conquering enemies, and very similar to Civ. And Civ 2 and Sid Meier's Civilization was a staple of 90s gaming. So this was the Star Trek skinned Civ 2, and to me, I always enjoyed it. It was a good fun game, and what this guy's done with the mod is absolutely amazing. He's added in loads of new stuff and new player races, new races you can, when you have a race join, you can get abilities and unlocks from them. So like if you have the Andorians join, they have a war college, and different races give you different bonuses. And yeah, just all in all, it's a fun game from the 90s that I never thought I'd be replaying now, so many years on. Yeah, it's a bit of nostalgia, and the modded version that you can download for Windows 10 and Windows 11 is highly enjoyable, a good bit of fun. I would highly recommend it. I owned this game back in the day. I still have the CD case for the original copy of the game and the manual from the original copy of the game that I brought way back when the game came out. Crazy, but yeah, it's just a fun background building strategy game that takes a while to play, and like I say, because it's turn-based, it just happily sits there ticking over in the background. I like the fact that there's different voice actors for the different races, and the ships say different things. If you want to win really easily, my recommendation is to play as the Ferengi, because they can build way more ships than anyone else and outnumber everyone about 8 to 1, because their economy just makes so much money. They are relatively broken, and usually it comes down to you fighting them at the end, or depending on how well the Klingons have done. But yeah, the Ferengi are broken. They are so weird to play as. But you know, all you get when you win is a sort of little video playing out and a screenshot with the logo or the symbol for your race or faction, and that's fine with me. This is the sort of game I used to play back in the day, and you know, when I'm out mining, which I do a lot, I'm usually doing other things, which may or may not include playing other games, watching YouTube videos, or watching movies, because that's the fun of mining. It's something I can do while I'm doing other things, and it helps my friends buy their fleet carriers. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Let me know if you remember this old 90s-tastic game.